he told me, I don't want to give you any money because I don't know what you're going to use it on. That was...
We are live on the record in cause number 24 DC CV 00315. This is an original petition in suit affecting the parent-child relationship with acknowledgements of paternity. This was filed by the Attorney General's Office March 5th of 2024. Mr. Thomas Leon Kindle is not present today. Ms. Gillory is here on Zoom, and this is a remote proceeding. I am sitting outside of Liberty County pursuant to the Texas Family Code, section 201.1045. And I find nobody has objected to proceeding this way. Ms. Gillory, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Yes, Judge. It's Amy Gillory.
Thank you. And do we have any other witnesses, Ms. Damiani?
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Kerrigan Day.
Ms. Day, can you unmute and state your full name for the record, please?
Kerrigan Day.
Thank you. Can you, Ms. Day and Ms. Gillory, can you both please raise your right hands to be sworn in? Do you each solemnly swear that any testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. You can both lower your hands. And counsel for the Attorney General's office, please state your name.
Julie Damiani for the Attorney General's office.
Okay, thank you. And looking at the court file, I do see a citation and return of service on file. It shows that Mr. Thomas Leon Kindle was served with the original petition in suit affecting the parent-child relationship, AOP, on February 25th of 2025. He was served in the Ellis unit in Huntsville, Texas, and that return of service has been on file here with Liberty County since March 6th of 2025. So I take judicial notice of the citation return. I don't see that he has filed an answer or made an appearance, but I do take judicial notice of the notice of court proceeding virtual that was filed with the court on September 25th of 2025, which shows today's date for the hearing, September 30th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. and the Zoom code information to log in. It contains a certificate of service that shows Mr. Kindle was served with this. He was not served though through the automated certificate of e-service, likely because I don't think he gets emails in jail. So I take judicial notice of that notice of court proceeding virtual. And do you have any evidence about notice that you would like to present before we move forward?
Yes, Your Honor. We do have, I would like to offer into evidence as State Exhibit A, that Mr. Kindle was mailed the notice of hearing.
Okay, and Ms. Gillory, do you have any objection to me admitting State's Exhibit A?
No, Your Honor.
State's Exhibit A is admitted, and you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. State calls Miss Amy Gillory. Please state your full name.
Amy Gillory.
And Miss Gillory, you are the mother of Leona Kindle and Donald Kindle?
Yes, ma'am.
How old is Leona?
5.
And how old is Donald?
3. He'll be 4 in February.
And did you and Mr. Kindle sign an acknowledgement of paternity for Leona on or around September 4th of 2020?
Yes, ma'am. I'm pretty sure we signed one before I'm pretty sure he signed one before we left the hospital. We were standing in the waiting room when he signed all of the signed everything on the nurse's iPad.
Your Honor, I would like to offer into evidence as State Exhibit B, the acknowledgement of paternity for Leona Kindle.
And Ms. Gillory, do you have any objection to me admitting State's Exhibit B?
No, Judge. No, Your Honor.
Thank you. State's Exhibit B is admitted.
And Ms. Gillory, did you and Mr. Kindle sign an acknowledgement of paternity for Donald Kindle on or around March 1st of 2022?
Yes, ma'am. We had gotten an email or a PDF of a PDF file of all of the everything we had to sign, and one of them was the acknowledgement of paternity. And I definitely remember him signing that one because he had made a big deal about it, because he said he didn't remember signing one for Leona, but I was pretty sure he had signed one for her. I mean, like, I remember him saying something about it and the nurse explaining it to him and him like agreeing with it and everything and just signing it. And I was pretty sure I had remembered that. And he had made just the biggest deal about it for Donnie. I definitely remember that one. He definitely signed it then.
It's, um, Your Honor, I would like to offer into evidence as State Exhibit C, the acknowledgement of paternity in this case.
And Ms. Gilroy, do you have any objection to me admitting State's Exhibit C?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. It's admitted. You may continue.
And Ms. Gillory, do you know where Mr. Kindle is today?
Yes, ma'am. He is in, last I checked, Huntsville prison.
And do you know when he was incarcerated?
I want to say 2024, but I don't remember the exact date or anything like that. But it was 2024 and sometime, I want to say.
Your Honor, I would like to offer into evidence as State Exhibit D, the inmate information details for Mr. Kindle.
Ms. Gilroy, do you have any objection to me admitting State's Exhibit D?
No, Your Honor.
State's Exhibit D is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Do you know, Ms. Gillory, do you know why he's incarcerated?
For it was sexual assault of a minor and uh indecent exposure to a minor. I
And
want to say it's that.
were your any of your children the victims of any of these?
No, ma'am.
Were you and Mr. Kindle together in a relationship?
Not when it happened. That happened well before our relationship, but we were in a relationship for 4 years.
And when did that relationship start?
At the end of 2019 or the beginning of 2020. No, sorry, the beginning of 2019 to the middle of 2023, I want to say, somewhere around there.
Did you reside together?
Yes, ma'am.
And so he developed relationships with both children, is that correct?
If you would call sitting on video games all day and saying hi, if they were lucky, a relationship, then even though we were all living together, then yeah, that's a relationship. But that's about the most acknowledgement they got during the day, if they were lucky.
So did he participate in caring for the children?
Oh no, he told me, I can't help you do anything with them because until they're older, because I'm scared to hurt them. And then when Leona was a toddler, so pretty much old enough to do, she was like 1, 2.5 ish to 2.5 ish is when he stopped seeing her. Never changed a single diaper for her. I was lucky if I could get him to change a diaper for Donnie. Never helped with baths for either of them. Never never helped feed them. I was lucky if I could get him to help fix their food most of the time. If anything was going on, he would just go play video games. That was about the most he did, was play video games. I was lucky if I could let him sit on his lap, to let them, sit and just play with him. Nope.
And you said you guys separated around the middle of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
After you guys separated, did he provide any financial support for the children?
I think I got 2 boxes of pull-ups from him, or a box of pull-ups and a box of diapers twice. And that was about it. He told me, I don't want to give you any money because I don't know what you're going to use it on. That was.
And do you know when he went to jail?
I was notified about it a couple of months after he had been incarcerated by, I think it was a girlfriend he had at the time or something. I'm not exactly sure what she was to him, but she had his phone, and she had called me and told me, and I was like, okay, like I thank you for telling me.
Do you know when you were notified?
Let me think. I want to say like April of 24, maybe. I'm not exactly sure when. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not exactly sure when. I know it was a few months after he had been incarcerated, so I'm trying to think of when he was incarcerated. I'm not sure when it was even.
You said around April?
I think it was around April that she had told me. I'm not exactly sure though. I have text messages of when she had texted me and let me know, but I'm on my phone. I can't, look at them right now to see.
And do you know if you know what kind of work Mr. Kindle did before he got incarcerated?
When me and him were together, he was a musician. Like he worked in a band. It was like cash jobs. When we first met, he was working in a vape shop. But I know at some point he was in the military and stuff. But I'm not exactly sure what jobs he like actually for sure did, what like field he actually worked in other than music.
Do you know how long he was in the military?
10 years from what I've understood.
Do you know if he retired from the military or he was disabled or what happened with that?
I think he was medically disabled or medically discharged, one of the two, something like that.
Do you know if he was receiving any benefits from the military?
Ma'am. He was receiving benefits during our relationship, about 2 years of our relationship.
Do you know how much he was getting?
I want to say towards the end, it was around 2,000 a month.
Do your
1,500 to 2,000.
Do your children get any benefits?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear her answer because you interrupted her. What was the range you gave?
Oh, sorry, 1,500 to 2,000 a month.
Sorry.
It's
okay. I just didn't hear. I heard the 2,000 part, but I knew you said something else, and I didn't know what that number was.
And are your children getting any benefits based on his service?
Mm-mm. I know that during our relationship, he had added both Donald and Leona to his benefits, and he was receiving, I think it was like $150 per kid extra a month during our relationship. But I claimed them on my taxes, and I always have. So I don't know how long after our relationship he was still claiming them on his benefits. But me and the children never saw a penny of any of that outside of after our relationship.
So potentially your children could still be getting, or he could still be getting benefits based on your children?
Potentially, but I'm not sure if he's even receiving benefits due to the fact of due to him being in prison. But I don't know if he was receiving any after our relationship. I don't know if when I claimed them on my taxes, it might have automatically taken them off. I don't know if he had to go in and tell them. I don't know if he did that. I'm not sure. That's what I'm saying. It potentially he could have been.
And to clarify, you're not getting anything.
No, ma'am.
And what insurance do your children have right now?
Medicaid.
Is there any other insurance available for them?
Not not for me.
And does Mr. Kindle know where you live at
Yes,
this
ma'am.
time? If you were to move in the future, do you have any safety concerns, any reasons why Mr. Kindle should not have your contact information?
I would feel more comfortable if he didn't, due to the age of our kids and the nature of what he was charged with. Until they're at least 18, and due to the nature of what he was charged with, I would definitely feel there would be safety concerns.
And so you are asking the court for non-disclosure today where your contact information, such as your address, your phone number, would not be on the order if one is
Yes, ma'am.
rendered today?
Like, I currently live with my mom, and I know he knows this address already. He's sent me one letter, and it was to say, he said in the first like two lines, tell the kids I love them, give them a hug and a kiss for me. And then after that goes on to tell me he thinks he's innocent, and how he hopes I know that, and he hopes that, he wishes we could have stayed together, and he hopes that I send him some books.
Ma'am, I just want to make sure you realize all the state has requested and all I can order in this case is that you're not required to put in this court order your address. It's not going to memory wipe him or
Yeah, I understand
anything
that.
about
That's what I'm
harassment.
saying.
It's not a harassment charge. It's
Yeah.
none of that. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. That's what I'm saying. I understand that he knows this address and stuff. There's nothing I can do about that. But if I move in the future, I would definitely feel more comfortable if he had no idea where I'm living at, where me and the children are living at.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have other witnesses you'd like to call?
Yes, Your Honor. I would call Ms. Kerrigan Day.
Okay.
Please state your full name.
Kerrigan Day,
And Ms. Day, where do you work?
the Office of Attorney General,
And what is your job title?
a child support officer.
And what are some of your job duties?
I investigate wages and assets for both parties. I file things for court. I issue services for parties if needed, if there's legal action that's pending with the OAG office. So I do in the realms of things like just file things for court and get things moving.
And were you able to investigate resources for Mr. Kindle today?
Yes.
And did you find that Mr. Kindle is receiving any kind of benefits, any resources at this time?
Yes.
And how much is he receiving?
As of July the 8th of 25, due to the resources that I investigated monthly, he is receiving $175.51 for his gross wages per month.
And do you know in the year?
So that's $175.51 per month?
Yes, ma'am.
What are those wages from?
He's receiving it from the VA, the VA benefits per month.
You may proceed, Ms. Damiani.
Thank you, Your Honor. And do you know wages or resources from 2024? Was he receiving any resources?
Yes. He as of the resources I investigated, the date for when he was receiving those was April the 29th, and he was receiving $2,600.40 per month.
And was that also VA benefits?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know if he was receiving any other type of wages in 2024?
He was not. It was only the VA benefits.
And do you know if he was receiving any wages in 2023?
No, ma'am, he was not.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Do you have anything further?
I would ask the court to, I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Gillory, the state does not represent anything. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
No, Your Honor, I don't know what to say.
Okay. Ms. Damiani, would you like to make a closing?
Yes, Your Honor. I would ask the court to make a ruling regarding conservatorship and visitation, considering that Mr. Kindle is incarcerated and it appears he may be incarcerated until 2044. I asked the court to make a ruling on medical coverage for the children, and also a ruling on non-disclosure, a ruling on court costs, and to calculate current child support based on his current monthly resources.
Have you done that?
I am looking at that now, Your Honor.
And do you all know if someone does continue to get resources while in jail? Like, is this a long-term thing from the VA? Have you researched or investigated that?
Your Honor, my understanding is it gets reduced based on the incarceration. So our understanding is the
What does
current
that mean?
amount. The current amount is after the reduction, is our understanding.
So just
Um,
be blunt. So you're,
Miss
I don't want to
Date,
put words in your mouth. What are you thinking he's going to get and for how long?
Your Honor, I'm honestly not sure how long. My
Okay.
understanding is the current amount was reduced. The prior amount that Miss Day testified to was reduced, and currently what he's receiving is based on his incarceration. But as far as how long, we don't have that information.
Okay.
And Your Honor, based on my calculations, I see a monthly.
Does he pay taxes on that VA benefit?
We don't know that, Your Honor.
Have you
I
investigated
can
it?
answer that actually, Your Honor.
Okay. Sure.
I know during our relationship, he never once paid taxes at all. He bragged about it. He said he didn't have to pay VA taxes on his VA benefits and stuff, and that most of his income was cash, like cash under in hand
yeah.
jobs with his gigs. So he didn't have to pay taxes on that either because he didn't make enough during the year to pay taxes on it, as long as he didn't tell anybody about it. But that's at least during our relationship, that's what I was told by him.
Your Honor, based on my calculations for child support on the current resources, I'm getting $30 a month for child support, and we would ask for $10 cash medical.
Why don't we lower that cash medical to 5 and see what the number is? It seems excessive for that amount. And ma'am, are you asking for child support and back child support?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
And do you know if he has any other children besides your two?
Yes, Your Honor. He has one more.
And does he pay child support for that child?
I know that he would get his wages garnished through the VA because that was his ex-wife and their daughter.
So
And
probably
so it was all through the VA, and so his wages were immediately garnished. So I'm not sure. I know that situation is separate from mine because me and him were not married.
Yeah.
But they were. So all of that was done directly from VA to her.
Okay. And did your calculation include the other child?
Your Honor, if we may clarify with Miss Gillory, do you know if his other child is getting his own separate benefits from the VA?
I'm pretty sure she is, because of the fact that they were married. That was the case. That was my understanding when we were in a relationship, from what he explained, was that she was getting benefits directly from the VA because of the fact that they were married and everything during her birth and all of that. So all of the any money she was getting and all of that was garnished from what he would be getting from the VA. So instead of sending him, 3,000, they now send him only 2 because so much goes to the other one, kind of situation. From what I was that was my understanding of it, at least.
Your Honor, if he does get credit for one other child, I'm getting $29 a month for child support with the $5 cash medical.
And in your closing, are you asking for back child support?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure what the judge would be using or the court would be using to calculate that. As Miss Day testified to, we have an as of date in April of 2024.
I believe her testimony was not that, but this is your request, so I'll listen to it and then I will make my ruling. Okay.
Your Honor, if I may have a couple minutes to calculate.
You don't have to. I'll just calculate it myself. Give me 1 moment.
Yes, Your Honor.
Before I do that, Ms. Gillory, do you have any closing argument you'd like to make that might affect this?
No, Your Honor, not.
Okay. Give me 1 moment to do some. Mr. Money, I've looked at the numbers and I'm actually not seeing anything I can work with. So let me hear your request and I'll consider it.
Yes, Your Honor, if I could just have a couple moments. Thank you.
You believe her testimony was she heard in April, but she had been in jail for a while already. So I don't think we can do it from April, just as a. I was really looking at the middle of 2023 to December 31st of 2023, and I don't believe there was any wage information for that time period, but I might have. I'm going to give you a chance to make an argument.
When I said April, Your Honor, I meant the wage information we had as of April 29th, 2024. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm ready with a proposed amount.
Okay. You may continue with your closing.
Your Honor, I propose a minimum wage presumption for 6 months in 2023. I'm getting a total of $1,566 for 2023. I propose for 4 months of 2024 minimum wage presumption, $1,044. And that's for the months of January to April. And I propose 3 months of for 2024, May, June, and July, based on the testimony of the gross resources of $2,645. I'm getting a total of $1,554.
I might need to recall your CSO. I thought the 2,600 was for April of 2024. Was it further than that?
And so I did it based on him. It looks like looking at the TDC inmate information.
But
I see it July.
Usually go, but don't people usually go to a county jail before they go to TDCJ, awaiting trial and all that stuff?
With the assumption, Your Honor, that he was still getting the VA benefits during that time.
Is there any testimony or evidence to support that theory?
No, Your Honor.
And what were your gross for the 2024? 26. Okay, I see what you did. And did those give him credit for his other child?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm rendering now. I'm finding that Mr. Kindle is in default and ordering that Ms. Gillory is the managing conservator and Mr. Kindle is the possessory conservator of the children, with Ms. Kindle having the right to determine the primary residence of the children with no geographic restriction. At this time, I'm ordering no visitation because of Mr. Kindle's extended jail time or incarceration. I am finding that he has gross resources despite being incarcerated, based on the testimony presented of $175.51 per month through the VA. And I'm finding that nobody has access to private insurance at a reasonable cost. I do wonder if JAMP is available. And I am ordering a government or medical assistance program and ordering that Mr. Kindle pay to Ms. Gillory $5 per month and cash medical support beginning October 1st of 2025. I'm ordering that he pay child support. Mr. Kindle's ordered to pay Miss Gillory child support of $31 per month beginning October 1st, 2025. Let me see what the step down will be. With a step down to $23 per month when there's one child before the court.
Is this giving him credit, Your Honor, for one
Yes.
child?
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is. And I'm using the low income multifamily adjusted guidelines for the family code. And I'm ordering back child support based on testimony presented and evidence presented from August 1st, 2023 to April 30th of 2024. That amount is $3,128 as of today, September 30th, 2025.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what's the amount?
3128.
Thank you.
And I'm ordering that he pay that back at a rate of $20 per month beginning October 1st, 2025, with a step up to $28 per month when one child emancipates, and then a step up to $51 per month when both children have emancipated. I'm granting Ms. Gilroy's request for non-disclosure. I'm waiving court costs because of the extended jail time and his low income. And that is the ruling. The state's going to draft an order based on my ruling today, and then they'll be sending it to me shortly to review and sign off on, and they'll be sending you a copy for your records as well, ma'am. Unless anyone has any questions, you are free to go, and good luck with everything going forward.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor.